What's up, everybody? Happy Mario Week. Mario Day is March 10th on Thursday, and today is March 6th. And I've seen some posts saying that it's Mario Day. It's not. Mario Day is Thursday, and I wanted to do this video today and not on Thursday because I want you guys to have enough time to go get these games on sale for the week. Now, these games are on sale both physically and on the eShop, but not every Mario game is on sale this week, which is odd. And they all don't have the same prices. So we'll get into that in a bit. But it wouldn't be Mario Day or Mario Week, if you prefer, without the Mario Red Switch and without some of my Mario amiibos that I've gathered. So I want to go and make this video not exactly ranking these games worst to best, but more so just talking about some of the Mario games that we've got over the past 5 years. Now, the reason why I'm not doing every Mario game is because, number one, that'll just take way too long, and this video is already going to be a long one. And number two, I didn't play every single Mario game that released on Switch. I'm not much of a sports guy, so I didn't play Mario Tennis, I didn't play Mario Golf. But I am planning to get the Mario, is it Super Strikers is coming out, or whatever they're calling it, the soccer one. I am planning to get that one because it does look really interesting to me. And I would love to see the return of Mario Baseball. I would love to see an actual Mario football and not, European football. I don't want, and I'm not trying to say anything about soccer, but a Mario football, like a Mario Madden would be pretty cool. But I would love to see Mario wrestling. That'll be really great and fun, in my opinion. But going on from there, I'm going to talk about some of these games and what I felt about them and how you may be feeling about them. And we're going to start this list with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, it is unfortunate to a lot of people that we still don't have a brand new Mario Kart game on the Switch. And there was a rumor that the Switch is only halfway through its life cycle, and there's potentially 5 more years of Switch before we get a new Nintendo console. But there was also a rumored leak from NVIDIA about another Nintendo hardware. So I don't know what is true to believe. So we may or may not see a brand new Mario Kart game in the near future. But with all those tracks being added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I believe there's like 48 new tracks. It's kind of like a whole new Mario game, being brought in. I don't remember the pricing of it. I think it was like 20 something dollars, unless you get the N64 expansion, which I wouldn't, honestly. I won't get into detail about that. But with that in mind, with all these new tracks, I would love to see new characters included as well. Because Donkey Kong has been in the Mario Kart games for years. And then with this one, we got Link and we got the characters from Splatoon. So I would like to see more Nintendo mascots included in Mario Kart, like Kirby and Samus, maybe some other Donkey Kong characters like Diddy, Dixie, and Funky and Cranky. I can understand not putting Bayonetta in the game because she is now a Nintendo exclusive, a Nintendo mascot, but it'll be cool to see, her in the game, but I can understand why not. But at least put Kirby and Samus and the other Donkey Kong characters. Maybe the guy from Pikmin, I think his name was Olimar. Maybe some other characters in Mario Kart from Nintendo, like the villager from Animal Crossing or Lucas from Earthbound. That would be really cool to see new characters added to the game. But Mario Kart 8 is a pretty fun game. If you don't know about Mario Kart, you know about Mario Kart. Everyone does. And I'm sure if you have a Switch, you have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But if you don't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I believe that is on sale currently for this week for about, where is the pricing for that? $39.99. Most of these are $39.99. Most of them. So if you haven't got it already, it's $40. And because the game is normally $60, that extra $25 after taxes could be used for the expansion pass and get all those new tracks over the next few months. Going on from there, the next game I want to talk about would be Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Now, this game didn't get a lot of positive reviews on it. A lot of people were not enjoying it because it was another Wii U port. And people have to remember the Wii U didn't sell very well, so not a lot of people played the Wii U. And with that, not many people played this game. And this game did have a lot going for it. Now, $60 to some people felt like it was a bit too much of an asking price. I can kind of see both sides, devil's advocate, agree and disagree, because it isn't a Wii U port, so it shouldn't be $60, but all the Wii U ports are $60 for the most part. And also, this game did have a lot of content included. With the main game alone, that game was not short. It was pretty long, in my opinion. I didn't even beat the main game because it was a really long experience. You do get the 4-player co-op. You do get the 2 new characters of Toadette, which becomes Peachette, who can fly around across the level. You got, I believe his name was Nabbit, who's like the burglar, and he can run through the levels because he can't take enemy damage. And that was a complaint that I heard about people saying that it was too easy. It's not for you. It's for those younger generation who need a bit extra help playing the game, and they can have that mode. Same thing with the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. The Funky Kong mode is for those who need the extra help to get through the level without losing too often. But you take all that and you include also the Luigi's expansion, which is like the hard difficulty because each level gives you a minute to complete, and each level did have a bit of a more difficult design than the main game. And that was also 4-player co-op as well. So you take all that and you figured, there's a lot of content here, even though it's pretty much the same thing. You're running from one end to the other, Mario 2D platforming, same power-ups. But you did have a lot of content in this game, in my opinion. And I think for $40, which it is $40, that's a really good price for that game if you haven't had it before, you haven't played it before. I've had it. I played it with the family. I mean, we've even played it on Wii U, so for me, it was kind of like redoing the same thing. But if you haven't tried it, $40, not bad. Give it a shot. Moving on from there, because I didn't play Mario Rabbids Kingdom, but that is on sale for $20 physically, and I think it's $10 on the eShop. So if you're gonna go get that, you might want to go to the eShop because it will be cheaper on the eShop. I didn't play the Sonic Mario Olympic games, but that's full price. I didn't play any of the Mario Party games, but I think I heard that the first Mario Party on Switch, which was Super Mario Party, was not a good game, but Mario Party Superstars is a good game. I believe they are both $60. They're both not on sale for this week. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, I wouldn't count that as really a game, but it's on sale for $60. It's normally $100. So if you want to grab that. Luigi's Mansion 3. Let's talk about Luigi's Mansion 3 because it is a bit of a different segue, but it's same thing, Mario World. I briefly had this game, and a personal problem I had, nothing with the game itself, just with me. The game was a much slower pace than what I'm used to for gaming, and I've tried other slower paced games like Stardew Valley, for example. I've had Animal Crossing, but this game was just too slow paced for me. I felt like there was too much tutorial, and I really hate tutorials if they're really long. I just want to get through the tutorial and get into the action of the game. But a lot of people are saying this game is pretty amazing, and I do like certain things about it. Number one, the story was pretty cool. Most of these Mario games is just Bowser kidnapping Peach, and it was really cool to see that here, that it's a new story, not just the same thing, and it's Luigi's game, not Mario's game. But also, this game had really amazing graphics for Mario games compared to previous Mario games. Luigi's Mansion 3 is probably the best looking Mario game on the Switch, hands down. Not to mention, you also have Luigi's facial expressions and his animations when he's afraid. I was playing a level where I was on like the edge of the building on the outside, kind of like going from like window to window, and Luigi's freaking out, and he's like about to fall, and he's like slipping, and I never saw that in a Mario game before in the way that this game had done it, and that was really cool and amazing. So this game does have really great graphics and animations, really great sound design. Level design is pretty interesting. The game is dark and rainy, and there's a multiplayer aspect to it. I did have the expansion for the multiplayer because there is a co-op mode for 2 players. Then there's a 4-player like battle mode where you can go through levels and fight Ghost or whatever. So I did end up getting those modes. I didn't get to try it because the family wasn't interested in trying it, but you do have that in the game, and this game is $40 on sale this week. So if you haven't picked it up, go grab it. I also remember the game was at some point a bit difficult to find. Like if you're looking for pre-owned at GameStop, it was a bit difficult to find. At least in my area, only one GameStop had it when I was looking for it. So I don't know the prices for GameStop. I'm primarily looking at Best Buy, and Amazon has a similar prices to Best Buy. So GameStop might have them even cheaper, but they might also do what they used to do, which is it's more expensive used because the sale for new is so much discounted. So used might be in the $50 range, and then brand new would be the $40 for the week of Mario. So look out for that as well. Going forward, Super Mario 3D All Stars. This was very disappointing for me. I didn't really play 64 back in the day. I had a cousin who had a 64, so I would play a little bit there. I never played Mario Sunshine before this collection, and I very, very briefly played Mario Galaxy before this collection, and it was a big disappointment for me. A lot of people complained that they didn't do much for the game in terms of like graphical improvements, control improvements, camera improvements. It was pretty bad, pretty dated in my opinion. Mario's movements in some of the games were really sloppy, and I didn't really enjoy it. Also, a lot of people felt like it was overpriced. I don't really know if I agree with that because it is 3 games included. It is $20 per game if you think about it. But they should have sold them individually on the eShop for those who wanted one of the games instead of buying all 3. But also, they said this game was a limited release at the time, and it clearly isn't because it's still available. You can still buy this game at Best Buy. So I don't know what they were talking about. I actually ended up buying 2 copies at the time. I was gonna have one that I open and play, and have one that I keep sealed, and maybe resell it later on in the future. Ended up being a waste. I also bought the Mario sneakers when they came out. I bought 2 pairs of the sneakers, both in my size, because at the time I was a size 12, and it's weird that when you're a certain age, like I'm in my late 20s, I'm 30 years old, so at the time I was in my late 20s, and I was a size 12, and then these shoes, I guess they make them smaller than the other companies, so I ended up wasting money on 2 pairs of size 12s when I needed a size 13, and I ended up selling both of those shoes anyway. They looked okay. They weren't the best looking shoes, and because they weren't my size, they were very, very uncomfortable. I even tried wearing them without lacing them up. Very uncomfortable. But I had a bit of a Mario high at some point because you had this game, the shoes. I have a Mario hat. I got some shirts. I got the red Mario Switch. So I was in a bit of a Mario thing. But 3D All Stars, a lot of it was just disappointing for me. Galaxy, in my opinion, was the best of the collection. Sunshine was a disappointment for me. I was really excited to play Sunshine. I never played it back in the day, even though I had a GameCube as a kid, but I never got Mario Sunshine. And then someone spoiled something for me in Sunshine, and I know the game is really, really old, but I was still disappointed to have that thing spoiled for me. But I didn't enjoy it. But if you are gonna enjoy it, if you are interested in getting it, it's not on sale. It's still $60, which is really bizarre. That game should be on sale. If it was $40, that would be a great deal because you're getting 3 Mario games. They're not the best Mario games in my opinion, or in this collection, they could have been much better. But if it was on sale, I would say go for it. One of the greatest ones is Mario Odyssey. Now, a little story about that game. We got it from my mother for Christmas a few years ago. My mother used to love Mario games. She played all the old ones back in the day, and she had a Switch. So we got her. My brother got her Mario Odyssey, and the disappointing part about it at the time was when me and my mother were playing it, we were like, we're kind of bored, and we didn't really enjoy it. Now my mother doesn't have a lot of time for gaming. So that's probably why she didn't enjoy it. At the time, I just didn't enjoy it. I was just bored. But then I ended up getting the game for myself later on down the road, and I completed the game. I didn't do 100% completion. I just got through all the levels, and I had a great time with it. I believe after you get to the desert level, because that's where me and my mother stopped, was the desert level. That's when we were kind of bored. But when you get past the desert level, in my opinion, the game really does pick up and get more enjoyable. You see much new enemy types, new bosses, much more interesting level designs, in my opinion. The last boss fight was pretty damn cool, and the last part of the game was really cool. And you have a whole bunch of new post-game stuff to do. I didn't get to do it myself. At that point, I was just done. I have a hard time playing post-game content. Once I beat the main story, that's it. I'm just done with the game. But Mario Odyssey is on sale for $50 instead of $40. I believe that's what I saw here earlier. So it should be cheaper. Maybe GameStop will have that one cheaper compared to the other stores. But Mario Odyssey was I believe the first Mario game on Switch, and it was pretty damn good. And I'm hoping to see a Mario Odyssey 2 or maybe a Luigi's Odyssey. But it looks like they're going to stick with the Luigi's Mansion stuff for Luigi, and then maybe make another Mario Odyssey. Another side note about Mario games on Switch. Someone told me that we don't have any brand new 2D scrolling Mario games because the only one we have was Mario Brothers U Deluxe, which was our Wii U port. But the only new one that we did get was Super Mario Maker 2. Now, that one is, I believe, on sale this week for $40, and I was skeptical about Mario Maker 2 because I didn't play the first one, and I had this whole thing about plain community created games. I didn't really feel interested in that. But I've seen a lot of Dashy videos. I have a few friends who play this game, so I gave it a try. The story mode is a pretty long one, and a lot of people did complain about the story mode being a weaker part of the game. I'm not gonna agree with that aspect. I will only say that it was a bit too long in my opinion. There was a lot of things you had to do, a lot of different characters giving you missions, but each level that you will play would be interesting in story mode, and then you beat these levels so you can unlock new tools for your creation mode. But the real point of this game is to play the levels created by other players. Now, my problem with that was I couldn't find really difficult levels for me to play and enjoy. I tried searching the levels that the people made for Dashy to play because those were really challenging, and I couldn't find any. But I did find some really interesting level creations. I had one that I found where you're just running through the whole map, and you have all these coins flying at you and all these colors going through the screen, and it was pretty creative. So I put a lot of time into that. I personally didn't get into the creation part. I feel like that's going to take a lot of time, which I don't have to make stuff. But you can still play a whole bunch of levels. We're talking thousands and thousands of levels that's created in this game, and all these new tools they added. You have World Builder, you have the Master Sword to play as Link, you have the different power-ups for Mario, like the clown car you can fly around in, you can shoot fireballs with it, you have heat-seeking bullet bills, all these different creative things that was added to the game, and that was really fun, a fun experience. And I think for $40, that's a steal. If you're interested in the online aspect of it, there is like a competition mode where you and 3 other players compete to get to the finish first. But I remember at release it was really buggy and a mess and really really low frame rate. But it has been a few years since then. I don't know if it's been fixed by now, but I have seen some videos where it looks good, some videos where it looks really bad. So try that at your own interest or risk, whatever you want to call it. But I think Super Mario Maker 2 is a great deal for $40, in my opinion. And I think that's about it for the Mario games on Switch. Oh, there's one more that I did play, and I did enjoy it. And I can't believe I almost forgot about it. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Now, I did play this game with my family. I played through most of the game with my family, but I couldn't get them to help me finish the game because everyone has their own schedule, so I had to beat the game to do a review. But this is one of those games where whether you have an amazing family or your family is not as close, this game will bring you closer together either way. Yes, the game can be challenging with 4 players. Not everyone is in sync and everyone is running ahead, or people are being left behind. People may be thrown off the map, and some people may accidentally grab more than one power-up, leaving somebody without a power-up. But the game was really exciting and fun. Each level was different and unpredictable. The story, almost different. It's still Bowser, but it was a pretty interesting Bowser fight. Some of the levels were really, like I said, really creative and amazing. And after you beat the main game, I believe you can unlock 3 or 4 extra worlds that are challenging. I didn't get to beat all of those. I didn't get to unlock all of those because you need to go back and collect all the stars to go get them. But that is an option to play. Like I said, I'm not a big fan. Not that I'm not a big fan. I just have a hard time playing post game. For some reason, unless it's Pokemon. Pokemon keeps them kind of interesting. Like Omega and Alpha had the Delta episode. That was pretty cool. But you do unlock Rosalina at some point in the game. You have those extra worlds that you can unlock, and they are challenging. Very challenging. But you also have Bowser's Fury. Now, I absolutely love the design of Fury Bowser. I have the wallpaper here. I have a poster of it here. I was hoping they would make a Fury Bowser amiibo, which at the time I didn't know his name was Fury Bowser, so I called him Black Bowser. But I love that game. With the exception of the co-op aspect of Bowser's Fury, it wasn't real co-op because player 2, who is Bowser Jr., they don't really get to move freely like you want them to. It won't go into split screen so they can explore their own at their own leisure. They're stuck with you. They get teleported towards you if you're Mario. They don't really get to do much, and that's why my little brother didn't enjoy co-op with me in Bowser's Fury, so we just stopped playing together, and he just went off and played his own games, and I played the rest of Bowser's Fury. But this is kind of like the idea of Pokemon where let's go try the different catching mechanic, and then they put it in Legends Arceus. Sword and Shield had the wild area, and then they kind of expanded on it in Arceus. Being that Bowser's Fury was a first open world Mario game, I want to see a much bigger open world Mario game with new enemies and villains. The giant battles with Fury Bowser and Giant Cat Mario, Giga Cat Mario, was both really cool and cute because Mario had the cat suit and it's kind of like adorable. I was hoping for a different power up for that for Giant Mario, but it was still cool. Everyone has been getting into this whole kaiju battle thing with Godzilla and King Kong. Monster Hunter Rise, in my opinion, has that kaiju aspect of it. Bowser's Fury has the kaiju aspect of it. So it was a really great experience. This game was probably my favorite Mario game on Switch, hands down. And it is on sale for $40, which is another great deal. So if you haven't played 3D World and Bowser's Fury, go out and get it. It's pretty great in my opinion. I also forgot about another game that I didn't enjoy. Very major disappointing for me, and is also not on sale this week. It is $60 for price, and that's Paper Mario and the Origami King. Now, my problem with this game was the battle mechanics. A lot of people touched on it. They said if you can avoid battles, avoid them. And it's funny that in one of the the trailers, the first looks of the game from Nintendo, the guy playing was like, yeah, try to avoid these battles if you can. And it was like, you're basically telling everybody that your battle mechanic sucks, and it did. But the reason why I was disappointed was the art design of this game was pretty great. I love the art design, the colors, the origamis and the papers. Most of the characters are flat pieces of paper, and some of the stuff is origami. And like I said, the colors and the visuals were really great. And the story was pretty cool. It was a new bad guy. It wasn't Bowser doing the bad things. It was the Origami King. And the levels design were pretty cool. Like the forest part. Then there's a part with like the leaves, like the fall leaves. And I really wanted to get into it, but I got into like the first real major boss, and I couldn't beat it because they changed the battle mechanics for those bosses. There was like different with like a puzzle aspect added to it. It was frustrating. The battle mechanics was not fun, but the story mode was really fun. The story was fun. The gameplay, the colors was really great, and I did wish this game did better, and I wish it was on sale. If it was on sale, I would give it another shot personally, but it's not on sale, so I'm not going to go out and get it. But that's another game on Switch for Mario. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't play all the games. I didn't play the sports ones. I didn't play Captain Toad, but I did play the Captain Toad levels in the 3D World, and it made me interested in buying Captain Toad. But Captain Toad has always been $40, I believe. It's never been full price $60. So if you haven't played it, it's a puzzle game. Try it. I didn't play the Rabbids game. I didn't play the sports games. And like I said, I would like to see like Mario wrestling. That'd be pretty cool. But that's going to be my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did briefly try Mario Tennis. It is on sale. My brother had it. I briefly tried it with him. It's Mario Tennis. You know what you're getting out of it. I think Mario Golf was apparently a really good game, but I am looking forward to the new soccer game, Mario Super Strikers. I think that's what they're calling it. I'm looking forward to that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I gave you a better idea of these games. If you haven't had them before, played them before, maybe I helped you stay away from a game. Maybe I helped you go and get a game. But I'm gonna end this video so I can avoid any more roommate noise. But I'm Anthony Online Tech. I hope you guys have a great Mario Day this coming Thursday, and I'll see you guys next time.